So, what's up, guys? Thank you, Kames, for that interesting piece. I'm Eylon, and I've been running dHack, which is a decentralized hackathon model, which will now graduate to become a BuildDAO, a sustainable hackathon and grant distribution platform that's owned by its members. So yeah, everything started as a decentralized decision-making hackathon, and that's a duplicate slide. And the reason for this is kind of like practicality. Everybody in the Ethereum space is trying to decentralize abstract things. And I'm saying, let's do an MVP of this and decentralize the decision-making of a hackathon. I think it turned out to be a fairly good idea. It resonates a lot more with the ethos of Ethereum, of decentralization. And it generally just puts the power in the hands of the community, which ultimately creates engagement. And yeah, we went to ETH India, ETH Berlin, and ETH Waterloo. And now, after these kind of 3 hackathons, we started with like the regular module of DAO Stack, and we graduated it into something that I can kind of say that it's better. If up until now, decisions in a DAO were kind of like a yes or no question, now decisions can be, if the answer is yes, let's run a certain voting mechanism or a voting machine. So essentially it's a 2-phase mechanism. In this case, a best M of N, or a competition. You have a list of submissions, and all the participants of the DAO can vote, and at the end of a certain point, the winner is declared. This also enables the modular development of voting machines, because you can say, okay, if the answer here is yes, right now we're running a best M of N, but we can say, okay, let's run an escrow, or let's run all different kinds of these type of things. And what we did last weekend is a Pega Buffercorn design competition, and this came out to be the winner. This is, by the way, also by Felipe. He's a man of many talents. So he won the competition for 300 XDAI. And yeah, he's going to lose them in the poker. He told me. So coming to ETHDenver. So the entire ETHDenver hackathon is going to run on the DAO, on the dHack DAO. Participation equals experience. And so the more you participate, the more you engage in with different sponsors and the different events at ETHDenver, the more XP or the more voting power you will actually have. And we hope that with this, we will create a better curation model, finding who the best winners are, basically, or which are the best projects of the hackathon itself. So yeah, the future of Buffy DAO, the ETHDenver DAO, is BuildDAO. Like the easiest way to express this is just a virtual hackathon model. And right now, we're running a logo design competition. I don't know what the logo will be, how this will look like. So, there's $150 in XDAI that you can win if you submit the best logo and everybody votes for you. So how will this kind of online virtual hackathon DAO look like? So you have 3 different stakeholders or key players. I'll start from the top. You have hackathon organizers, and this is the only way to get onboarded to the DAO. If you attend the physical hackathon in ETH London or ETHCC or any of these hackathons, that's the only way for you to actually get onboarded and get XP in the DAO. Builders, essentially, they contribute code, and from the other side, you have sponsors which are paying to basically to run competitions or to run bounties. Yeah. And that's kind of like how that's kind of like the stakeholder topography, and I'll dive in like a little bit more into it. So we're going to continue running. So after ETHDenver, we're going to continue running hackathons and competitions. We have a few sponsors that are interested in just running a competition directly. There's no need to fund any of the things around it, like food or that type of stuff. It's a virtual hackathon. The DAO keeps 5% of the money paid by the sponsors, meaning it can actually sustain itself and be profitable. The incentives for everyone essentially is the more you participate, the more you're in it, the more, if you're a sponsor, the more competitions you run. If you're a hacker, the more you participate, and if you win, then you get more stake and ownership in the DAO, which, if successful, the DAO will be revenue generating in the future. The hacker's incentive, like for the short term, is very clear. I hack and I get some funds in return. The sponsors, they get a direct access to developers, as opposed to, the complexity of running a hackathon here, where you have to actually bring people over and pay for a lot of things. And the organizers of hackathons, they get an exclusive onboarding ramp, plus a decentralized judging system, and personal stake in the future. So kind of like the walkthrough of what this will look like after ETHDenver. We have a couple of sponsors who are interested to run competitions in the Build DAO. For example, let's say $5,000 will run. Someone wants to create some sort of a hack, some sort of a competition. And let's say I'm Eylon and I'm planning to organize Tel Aviv. I will propose a competition to the Build DAO with the funds that I want to distribute in this competition, in this hackathon. The DAO needs to approve that. I can create a custom voting weight. So maybe I want the guys in Tel Aviv who are actually attending to have more voting power than all the ETHDenver hackers. And I can create a submission whitelist of only the people who attended Tel Aviv. The hackers, they can attend the physical hackathon to get onboarded to the DAO, or they can visit the DAO at any time to kind of see what is going, what competitions are happening. And they also vote on the competition proposals by the sponsors. So the vision for this is kind of to grow and become a competition DAO for the Ethereum community. Circle back to ETHDenver at 2021 with the largest collaborative network. The goals are to actually run the majority of the ETH Global Hackathons in 2020 via the Build DAO, and to onboard 30% of the actual participants to the DAO. Some more like KPIs with funds. This is a bit more about diving into the value proposition, and we have requirements. And I was gonna just get questions. You didn't understand anything, or yeah? No, yeah. So what do I see the next steps? So technically, it's just to get some sponsors, because if, in a month from now, if there is a sponsor that's putting $10,000 on a competition to hack something, whatever this is, then, hackers will actually come and try to win this bounty. In the requirements, there's there's the collaboration with 1 million devs, with Gitcoin. The goal is that, none of us are going to be, that I'm not going to be responsible for it. I'm not going to be, I don't know, less than what I am today. I'm kind of trying to push this forward, but the goal is for it to become decentralized and, fully controlled by the people who are using it. Yeah. What is the biggest what? The general draw? So I know that a lot of people complain about the judging. Like in ETH Berlin, it was very, very clear that people are like, just one judge saw me, maybe he didn't understand. And the entire judging, kind of the way it works is that people are getting assigned maybe, and I don't know if you know how hackathons, the judging works, but it's, you and I are judges, and we're going to be reviewing this group of 10 people, and we have to pick from that 10 people the best 2. And if another group has the craziest 10 super awesome ideas, and this other group has like really crappy ideas, like they don't get represented. It's like 2 from each kind of, sorry? Yeah, just random grouping. So that's like a big, I've heard a lot of people complain about it, and this is one of the reasons why, you know, I started this thing. Yeah, the actual reason I started this thing is because I participated in a hackathon and I didn't get the funds. So, yeah. Any more questions? Nope. I would like it to happen. And if we do it on this, it's much easier, because Tel Aviv has problems because of like Saturday. Like a lot of religious people just don't work at all, so. From Thursday evening to like, so it's less than 24 hours. So, yeah. Friday afternoon even. Yeah. Thank you.